Wagwan Jamaica.
Sign up today for the Ras Astor Black Music and Arts Institute at 10 Union Street, Montego Bay, across from the St. James Parish Council. Give us a call at 435-8401. Call now. 435-8401. Call now.
Greetings, massive. Hey. Wagwan Jamaica.
Shout out.
My name's Lynn. I'm visiting Jamaica for the first time, and you're watching Bob Arts Television.
I'm Ross from Canada, and you're at Why Not Broadway, the best food here, and you're watching Bob Arts Television.
Man been it for a very long time. We never get weary yet. Yeah, man, we never get weary yet. Bunga man, we never get weary yet. Say we down in the valley for a very long time, and we never get weary yet. A fire make it burn down, pork and pork. The fire burn down, pork and pork. Down at the valley for a very long time, and we never get weary yet. But we never get weary yet. Man, we never get weary yet. And I'll be down in the valley for a very long time, and we never get weary yet. Fire man, we burn down poor pampa. Fire, fire, burn down poor and Paul. Bunga man, we down in the valley for a very long time, and we never get weary yet. Bunga man, we never get weary yet. Bunga man, we never get weary yet. Bunga man, we down in the valley for a very long time, and we never get weary yet. The fire make it Right ever exceed the fire till Babylon all burn down. Come man 400 years in a Babylon 400 years. Hunger over 400 years in a Babylon 400 years. Apart I never exceed the fire till Babylon wall burn down. Never exceed the fire till Babylon wall burn down. Oh, what a neighbor, down California is. Fire make me burn down California. Where I am in that light of King Rastafari. Congo man burn down colonialism. I burn down colonialism. I burn down colonialism. I know I trod in that light. I stop for Asian Congo man burn down Babylonianism. Aya Congo man burn down Babylonianism. Aya burn down Babylonianism. I know I church in that land. I burn down Babylonianism. I come a man burn down Babylonianism. Asian Congo man a burn down Babylonianism. I chant in that land of King Rastafari. No Congo man burn down Babylonianism. Poor soul, I make you turn back. Poor soul, I make you turn back. Why you rich people God and you turn back? Say you can't cross with your heart of a man. With your heart of a man. With your heart of a man. After you tramp from Zion with your after you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. After your yard from Zion with your Isla covenant, with your Isla covenant, with your Isla covenant. After you trod from Zion with your Isla covenant, say you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. Yet you too fool, I make you turn back. Yet you too fool, I make you turn back. When you too fool, I make you turn back. When you play, you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. After you trod from Zion with your Isla covenant, with your Isla covenant, with your Isla covenant. After you trod from Zion with your Isla covenant, till you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. Yes, you too fool, I make you turn back. Yes, fool, I make you turn back. I you too fool, I make you turn back. Yes, after you reach a river Jordan, you turn back. Oh, in a Babylon, say what a war. Say what a war in a Babylon. Say what a war. Now we toggle lightning and yonder. Yes, it a go brimstone and fire. Yes, it a go earthquake with the lava. So what a wow. Ya can go at a wow in a Babylon. See a what a wow. What a woe in a Babylon. Say what a woe. This Chicago lightning and yonder. This Chicago brimstone and fire. This Chicago earthquake with the lava. See what I want. And ya gonna what I want. And in a Babylon, see what I want. Wonder what I want. In a Babylon, see what I want. Yes, Chicago lightning and yonder. Yes, Chicago brimstone and fire. Yes, Chicago earthquake with the lava. See what I want. I go what I want in a Babylon. See what I want. Congo what I want in a Babylon. Say what I want. Fire for the wicked. Yes, it a go lightning and yonder. Father, Allah, put I want glory to thy name. Hasta yada yota bandi. Namin na japriman.
I reverse our judgment.
Say I dem shani on him. I man say yes, Rastafari. Repatriation chanting, come on and yes, foreign. So what Allah put I want, say a glory to thy name.
Lord, word, soul, and power.
Rasta yada yuta bandi. Say amin a free man. Say I dem shani on him. I man say yes, Rastafari.
And we, in terms of policy at UTEC, our roadmap actually pays attention to that particular aspect of the concern. Our president is of the view that as we go out, and we're working with many communities now to talk about what they have in terms of their herbal legacy. So another course of study that looks at herbal studies and complementary medicine, which is another course we offer. Our president is saying, while we go out and we look at what people have, we must be giving back to those communities, which is a respectful debate around the contribution of indigenous peoples to knowledge. And therefore, he has asked that wherever we're putting up our shed in terms of those communities, that we look at literacy, numeracy, and the IT training as part of what we give back to the community as we have that respectful discussion. So we have a kind of a holistic approach to our enterprise that you will be hearing more about. The next thing is the establishment of an experimental plot on our campus with the highest levels of technology, that in the end farmers may wish to come and immerse themselves at UTEC for a day or two to understand what the best techniques are. That's a part of our enterprise. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now my nurse presenter, who is from my city, Montegonian, best place in the world. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Paulette B. Larmond, who is a registered nurse and midwife, who has an MSc in nursing education. Paulette Larmond began her journey in nursing at the Hope Hospital, Salford, England, on a scholarship from the government of Jamaica. On returning home, she completed post-basic studies in operating theatre techniques, midwifery, and mental health nursing. A generous scholarship from the Canadian International Development Agency enabled her to successfully complete a certificate in advanced nursing education and the Bachelor of Science degree in nursing at the UWI School of Nursing, UWISAN. She continued her pursuit of higher education by completing the Master of Science degree in nursing education, again at UWISAN. She has worked in government, private, and primary healthcare institutions in Jamaica and overseas. She has taught in 4 schools of nursing in Jamaica, to include a community college. Positions held have been that of departmental assistant, director of nursing services, acting program director UTEC, and health educator Turks and Caicos Islands, among others. As a leader of the Kiwanis Club of Providence, Montego Bay, she is the chairperson for the service leadership program involving children and young adults from the basic school to the tertiary level. At present, and for a long time to come, She is a lecturer at the Caribbean School of Nursing, UTEC, and Montego Bay. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Dr. Griswold. Good afternoon, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our marijuana colloquium. What I'm presenting is a review of the literature as it relates to marijuana and its effect on pregnancy or on childbearing. What is marijuana? Because we went through that. Other names for marijuana, as you know, are pot, joint, blunt, learned that today, weed, cannabis, spliff. Anybody know any other? I asked. Okay. Move on. Move on, please. It originates from the hemp plant, and as we've been told, it's dried and smoked in pipes or cigarettes as joints. It's sometimes eaten. We're learning now about that cake that the Ingrid just told us about. It's sometimes taken as tea, and that is very cultural. To be honest, hands up, how many people have drank it? Good. Quite a few hands. And it's sometimes preserved. That's why you're so bright. Sometimes preserved in rum and kept for medicinal purposes. How many can identify with that? Yes. Yes. It's illegal in Jamaica.
Still?
And it's also illegal in the States, but as we know, some states have now legalized marijuana. Now let us join the debate. Move on, please. The implications for midwifery. It's a reality that there has been an increase in the use of marijuana among young adolescent girls. I don't know how many of you watched Profile last week with a superintendent of police, and he is now committed to working with that age group somewhere in Kingston. It has gone that far that he has committed himself and some other police officers to work with these young people. Implication for us, that's the childbearing age. Health professionals need adequate knowledge to be able to counsel these young people, because it has implications for fertility, it has implications for the newborn. Objective research studies we need to get involved with as midwives, minus the confounders, meaning if we're going to do a study and we want a true result, then we don't want to study somebody who is taking marijuana plus tobacco, because then we're not really going to be able to say decisively this is as a result of that. And as we've been hearing, people have been taking marijuana plus alcohol. We need to quit the politics and do what has to be done. In my reading, I realized that it was very political. Persons who were for the use of marijuana, their studies leaned that way. Those who were against it, it leaned the other way. So we really have no definite, literature to say this is this baby is preterm or this mother went into premature labor because of marijuana. We cannot say it decisively. So what should we know? Healthcare workers in the field of reproductive health must be knowledgeable whether your patients are smoking marijuana or taking it in any form. And forums like this is a good way to sensitize us. Be prepared to counsel. With this knowledge, we are now prepared to counsel patients about its effect prenatally, on fertility, pregnancy, and the expected offspring. And the best preparation can only be when we have this scientific evidence. Because as I went through my readings, the evidence was not really scientific. the researchers were contradicting each other. They kept contradicting each other. Now this is a voice box. I went around to several young ladies today and asked them, what would you like to know if you are attending something that tells you, that is talking about marijuana and the effect on pregnancy? And many of them gave me the same answers. So the different ones I put down. One wanted to know, what would be the effect of marijuana on the developing fetus? And this was a member of the hotel staff. Well, I put in the I am now pregnant, but the feedback I got was similar. I am now pregnant with a past history of smoking marijuana. What effect will this have on my baby? If I take marijuana for medicinal reasons, at what stage of my pregnancy would it be unsafe? I don't know if Rashid could help us there. Should there be adverse effects as a result of having taken marijuana? Will these be long-lasting? From the readings, it's saying that the effect does not last. But then again, I'm saying we need to do some more control studies. There are approximately 400 different chemicals contained in marijuana, and Rashid went through that. Those as well. Now there was a lot of research findings, so I just condensed them, and those against all said this. Preterm deliveries, low birth weight, small for gestational age, adverse birth outcomes. And invariably, more researchers contradicted those findings than those that went along with it. These are fairly common findings, largely disputed for inconsistencies and the presence of confounders. As I said before, they would be researching a mother who is taking other drugs. And now we realize in the mix, you have, this is where the quantum cam comes in, where you have pesticides and all those other variables that might be on the plant that could be in the mix. It is therefore difficult to draw conclusions because of the simultaneous use of other substances, the health history of the mother, along with other unrelated factors, unrelated to marijuana smoke, that is. Now, a study by Dreher et al. Midwives in the room, are you familiar with Mrs. Dreher? She's a nurse. Dreher, yes. She reported better neonatal scores in her extensive ethnographic study on prenatal Jamaican mothers. I think it was a longitudinal study about 7 years. The children of the mothers who admitted to using marijuana, as opposed to control group, the babies of the mothers who used marijuana gave better scores for autonomic stability. They were more alert, less irritability, and they were actually, this is an unscientific term, but just to get you to understand what it's saying, healthier and hardier than the control group. Of course, the persons who funded this study were not very happy with the result because it was not saying what they wanted it to say. And again, you know, Jamaica would be one of the first countries they'd be studying. So there have been other studies on Jamaican children, and it's one went to an extreme, as if the children would be almost mentally retarded, but that was in isolation. The others, the babies, there was no significant difference between the babies of mothers who admitted to using marijuana as opposed to those who didn't. And so this is why I'm saying we need to have control studies, no confounders. And with places like Steep Hill joining UTEC is a good place to start in the sense that they could clean the marijuana. The only problem here, and this is where the politics comes in, even that is done, if that is done, and the marijuana is going to be cleaned up for medicinal purposes because of some of the laws, you cannot really, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rashid, you cannot really conduct certain experiments that you would like to get the results. So it's sort of holding back the process. And that is why I'm thinking we should get the politics out of the way, because it's being used anyway. Next slide, please. Now, the effect on fertility, and I put that in because as I said in an earlier slide, as midwives, we need to know which area to counsel the people in, and remember, in the reproductive age, male and female. For females, the long-term use has been said to affect the menstrual cycle, the hormones. It reduces the hormones involved in reproduction and fertility. And for the men, it reduces their sperm count. But what the reading goes on to say is that as soon as they stop using the drug, it is altered. And it's not that they will not get children, but the chances are low. These conditions do not prevent pregnancy, as I just said, but reduces the chances. And it's reversible when marijuana use discontinues. So this, again, for nurses, it has implications for pre-pregnancy planning and fertility counseling. So until we know otherwise, we will just have to do these counselings. Now, the stark reality is that cannabis, marijuana is increasing among the persons, male and female, in the reproductive age. The findings from the studies so far have been inconsistent. Co-founders need to be removed to enable scientific studies to be carried out. Midwives need to be involved in counseling, and for this, you need the knowledge. And as I said before, this is a good forum. Forum like this helps. The scientists at the Steep Hill Labs are working assiduously to ensure that if persons have to use marijuana for medicinal purposes, whatever they ingest or inhale is safe.
I'm anti-gate Rastafari. Yaga, yaga, yaga.
So make we heal him, heal him, heal him. Yes, I may say, I Rasta children, heal him. I say last year the first. Ayana, heal Rastafari. Hail, Haile Selassie. Black people should have heal him, heal him, heal him. Yes, I may say all Rasta children, hail him. I hear Rastafari, I hear Haile Selassie. Tell them from the east to the west to the north and south. I hear Rastafari all day long. For I hear Rastafari, and I hear Haile Selassie. The Congo man, I heal him, heal him, heal him. Yes, I may say all Rasta children, hail him. For I hear Rastafari, I Just tell them from the east to the west, to the north and south. I and I hear Rastafari all day long. For I and I hear Rastafari. I and I hear Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie the first.
Congo man, I heal him, heal him, heal him. Yes, I may say all Rasta children hail him. For I and I hear Jah Rastafari. I and I hear Haile Selassie. It's a new name, Jagat, and it's terrible amongst them. He didn't know that name. Yes, God, it's a new name, Jagat, and it's terrible amongst them. He didn't know I name. Yes, God, when I call him Rastafari, what a weak a chamber, he didn't know like Johnny. Yes, God, when I call him Rastafari, what a wicked chamber, wicked no like Johnny. Yes, God, Johnny. Precious name, new name, a Rastafari. Yes, God, it's a new, it is a precious name, new name, a Rastafari. Yes, God, it's a new name, Jaga, and it's terrible amongst them. He did not lie, I name. Yes, God, it's a new name, Jaga, and it's terrible amongst them. He did never lie, Johnny. Yes, Jaja, it is a precious name. New name, Jah Rastafari. Ali Selassie Avenue, it's a precious name. New name, Jah Rastafari. Yes, God, it's a new name, Jaga, and it's terrible amongst men. He didn't no like Johnny. Make we hear the them say it, man. Yes, God, it's a new name, Jaga, and it's terrible amongst them. He didn't no like Johnny. Haile Selassie I the first. It's a new. It is a precious name, new name, Jah Rastafari. Yes, but it's a new name, it's a precious name, new name, Jah Rastafari. They are so long, Rastafari, I call you so long. Yes, I say, oh long, Rastafari, I call you so long. Yes, I for the enemy surround I. Yes, I say them trying to devour I. Tell them, oh long, Rastafari, I call you so long. Though oh long, Babylon, I the truth from I. Oh Lord. Say I say, oh long wicked man, I hide the truth from I. Oh Lord.
Press the red button.
Rest.
Yeah. And you're gonna hold it like this.
Like that.
Yeah. But you don't have to make it obvious, yeah. But you don't have to concentrate too much either, yeah man. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start it. 1, 2, 3. Greetings. I want to. This program is all about be the change. My name is Ras Astor Black, and I'm sitting with
Patrice Trudeau from
Well,
Montreal.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I am not going to try to pronounce your name.
Okay.
All right, but respect. We're sitting on my veranda in the community of Point St. James. That's in South St. James. See? Welcome again. Bob Arts Television. We're all about. This is the shout out portion of the program. It's called Shout Out. So we're going to shout out and see how we can create leaders. How can we be the change today? Rastafari. What brings you to Jamaica?
For now, because I was working a lot with my students at school, and I was tired at the end of the year because I was working on a project called Be the Change.
Yes.
So I need to take a break of that because it's a lot of energy, and I need some support to continue that project on what I believe a lot.
Yeah, man.
And I saw really a big change in my student by working on that project, and it's sometimes I was thinking, oh, I have to stop, it's too much energy, but I can't because I saw the result. But we need to be more in contact with others, and more, like if I can do something with Jamaican too, because I know we can do something together too.
Yeah.
So it have to grow.
Yeah,
if I'm alone working with that, with Donna Di Luca, who started the project with me too, it's too much. But we begin to have many contact in our community in Montreal and all that. So we have support, but it's not enough. So,
let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yeah, man. That little break, we show you a little piece of a video, and I hope you enjoyed it and understand it. It's all about. It's a program that my brother here from Canada. What's your name again? Say your name again, man.
Patrice Trudeau.
Do you have a pet name? Do you have something we can call you easy?
Not really.
No.
Patrice.
Patrick.
Patrice. It's my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say it in Jamaican?
Okay.
Try it.
You can say Patrick.
Patrick.
Patrick, it's easier for you.
Oh man,
Okay.
Patrick this man. We're gonna give him Jamaican name. Ras Patrick.
Ras Patrice. Okay,
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ras
cool.
Patrice.
So we're comfortable with Ras Patrick.
Okay, Ras Patrick.
Yeah man. The video we just show it's something that you produced.
Yeah.
And
with another school, where we was working too on that video with a school called Louis Joseph Papineau. It's my school, and Lucien Pagé, another school. So we did a dance video. We present our value that we want to build in the students.
yes.
So,
Now what was the message being sent by that video?
it was, because it was done on the Valentine's Day. It's the day where the couple, say they love each other too. But sometimes, if somebody is not in couple, or it's only love to in a couple. But we was thinking that it's good to promote love for humanity, but to be more unite, more working together to make a better world. Because as I present to my students, many things are really going bad in the world. And
some.
Let's take a little break here. Like I said, we're in the district of Point in South St. James, and you can notice the road. Yeah, so you see why. Beautiful sound, isn't it? Yeah, but I think we should, might be one day we can put a silent zone around the area. Our intention is to develop our school, where we teach television, radio, everything from right here in this district of Point.
Okay.
And Point is in St. John. Yes, I'm born and grew up. Yeah, but. So, Patrick, Ras Patrick. Sorry for the interruption, but I hope you didn't lose.
No.
You focus, Rastafari. Be the change.
Yeah. So, as I told you before, I present to my student all what is going bad in the world, and particularly I show them that we have example in the world of leaders like here Bob Marley or Martin Luther King and many great men. Yeah, and the sentence "be the change" come from India. It's from Gandhi, who said that to his people, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes.
So not criticize others always, this guy is not good, and this guy is not good, this religion is not good, or this political party is not good. No, we have to, it's important right now to be the change and be united. It's too important to do something.
Yes.
And help the younger, I believe really in the younger people, that they can make a change. They can be a bit leaders, but the example they have around them is about criminality, about bad things they see at TV. It's not a good example. So they can find other way to be the change.
And even economically.
Yeah, economically
they could be better off because they find something to do as leaders, not as followers.
That's true.
And
that's
be the change.
That's the key, because I heard on radio before that we want to find job for the young people or for anybody here in Jamaica, but when I hear that, I'm always thinking that as I told you before, people here are really creative.
Yeah.
They have many abilities. They can do really better than just following looking to a job. They can make their job too by working together to build something. And we have passion on something, and we speak with others. We can be unite, and as we can make a bridge between other countries too.
Yes.
Because I believe on fair trade. If we have bananas or mangoes here, we can buy that here too.
Yes.
And if it's fair trade, it means that if they get good salary for the work here, and we can pay even a bit more, to help people to have a good life too here too. So many projects I heard in IT too. It's really good. As I told you,
we're brilliant people. We are brilliant people. Jamaica is a blessed island, and all the struggles we have been going through, we have survived and make it. And now it's the time. I know it's for the change. We have to be the change now. 2015 forward. We cannot. I know that we cannot continue with it, because what we can, if the ship is sinking, we have to stop it from sinking, and it is sinking fast. So there's lots of things that is being tried and might not have worked the way that we want it to work, so we cannot keep trying the same thing that doesn't work. So this is what I'm appealing to everyone, to be the change. And I love the program. I met this Rastaman, I call him Rastaman because I'm of the heart. See, I met him at IRI FM Marcus Garvey Earth Day celebration, Sunday. See, and it's like we kept passing each other, and there was a connection. I felt the connection, and but the third time I saw you pass each other, I said greetings, and I asked you where you come from because some mistake, me nosy.
And if somebody present me to you, the first question he asked me, it was really special. He asked me, "What is your mission in Jamaica?" Oh, and he tried to look to present me to somebody who can help me to accomplish my mission here.
Big kid.
Yeah. So it's a sign for me.
Yeah, because I noticed the gentleman who is a Jamaican looking at me, looking at you, and I know something was happening there, and I think is the connection of be the change, because I'm all about the change, and I am the change. I feel it. I feel the spirit, like right on top of the hill behind us right there. That's where Sam Sharp lit the first fire.
The first fire?
Fire for freedom, for emancipation, for black people to know that we're not, well, not black people, everybody, because everyone was here under slavery. And that's when he said no more. And he lit the fire right on top of the hill right there for freedom, and that's why he's a hero here. Now, Marcus Garvey is a hero also. And we were celebrating Marcus Garvey.
It's the day we meet each other too.
Yes, exactly.
On that day too.
Yeah. So I know spiritually we had to speak. We had to come together somehow. You were in IRA FM, I was there. You're from Quebec, Jamaica, and the link is there. Now, your organization, your teaching in school is young people be the change. Very, very powerful.
Very powerful, yes. I believe I'm really blessed to do that job. I'm so lucky because I see that I can make a change in their life. It's not always, good timing for my students right now. Sometimes some, have fire really faster, but it's like seed I put in them, and one day I know that they will do something to be the change too. But it can go really fast when they're really ready. But they know about some clues, some tools that can make the change too. So it's important to continue that work, and I would like to make that work not only in my school, in other school in Quebec, but with other country too. So we speak a lot. I spent a full day with you. I was looking to what you do as work here. Each time you meet somebody, greeting, and you present you, and that's good. It's you want to make connection with others, and you want to build something. And I saw your way to work as a leader. So I'm proud to meet you. On that project too, and because you spoke on radio, each moment you find that you can do a change or you can put seed somewhere, you do it.
Yes.
I was looking to you. Wow, it's good. You are an example for me too. To see how I can do my work better too. So we always learn from each other. It's why we have to speak each other and continue that work.
Yeah, man. And I think that's why the Most High brought us together, and to bring others together. It's a great vibes, and man, what's your student body make? Where are people from who make up your student body?
Okay, in Montreal it's really particular. We have people from all over the world. We have a big part from IT. We have Latinos. We have really from everywhere. So they can speak about the problem they have in their country. They are awake about it's not only on the radio or TV. They know about things that not going well.
Okay.
And they have many way to think about things. They have their own experience. So each other in the school and the class, we speak together. It's not only me who present the truth. It's them to show me many things.
So you're learning from your students.
Yeah,
as a student learning from you.
I'm so blessed for that because I learn from them too. But in reality, we have people from many religion too, and I try always to make them understanding that, you know, it's time to be united. Not think that one religion is better than another, not think that. Okay. So not think that Muslim is better than Christian or Christian better than Muslim, or thinking that Buddhism is better. Time is really important now. It's too much bad things happen in the world. We have to do the change now and be united.
So, yes, and most of the students in your class speak French, or you do English and French?
No, only French. Only French. But they know pretty well English, so it can be easy to make contact with other students here too. It's what I would like to do. It's what I ask you too. If we can make contact between school and build that program, and maybe we can bring them by Skype with them and meet, and we can get some advice from the people, my students who did the program in the past, and they know that it changed a lot of things in their life too. They are more confident about the power they have. They don't wait to get a job, or they can do that job. They believe in themselves. And some people don't have it from their family, because it's sometimes in their roots to be like a slave too, because school sometimes I believe that it's a way to learn how to be a slave.
Schools.
Yeah, school. Yeah, because it's not only learning things and to be a good worker. We have to make the school learn to students how to be leaders too.
What Ras Patrick is saying is that schools today teach you how to go work in the hotels. We have an establishment here called Heart Trust, Heart. They train, it's a skills training thing, but when you turn you out, then you can get a job in the hotel. And in Chicago right now, the minimum wage is 1,500 Jamaican dollars. So the equivalent is like five US. It's something like 550 US per hour. And here it's 1,500 a day. So,
and we can think that it's probably less expensive, life is easier here, but the cost is really expensive.
And you recognize that too.
I recognize too. So if they have
yeah, man, that little break, we show you a little piece of a video, and I hope you enjoyed it and understand it. It's all about, it's a program that my brother here from Canada, what's your name again? Say your name again, man.
Patrice Trudeau.
Do you have a pet name? Do you have something we can call you easy?
Not really.
No.
Patrice.
Patrick.
Patrice, it's my name.
Yeah. Can you say it in Jamaican?
Okay.
Try it.
You can say Patrick.
Patrick.
Patrick, it's easier for you.
Oh man, Patrick this man. We're going to give his Jamaican name. Ras Patrick.
Ras Patrick. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, cool.
Patrick.
So we're comfortable with Ras Patrick.
Okay, Ras Patrick.
Yeah man. The video we just show, it's is something that you produced.
Yeah.
And
with another school, we was working too on that video with a school called Louis Joseph Papineau. It's my school, and Lucien Pagé, another school. So we did a dance video. We present our value that we want to build in the students.
Yes.
So
now, what was the message being sent by that video?
it was, because it was done on the Valentine's Day. It's the day where the couple, say they love each other too, but sometimes if somebody is not in couple, or it's only love to in a couple, but we was thinking that it's good to promote love for humanity, but to be more unite, more working together to make a better world, because as I present to my students, many things are really going bad in the world.
Let's take a little break here. Like I said, we're in the district of Point in South St. James, and you can notice the road. Yeah, so you see why. Beautiful sound, isn't it? Yeah, man. I think we should, might be one day we can put a silent zone around the area. Our intention is to develop our school, where we teach television, radio, everything from right here in this district of Point.
Okay.
And Point is in St. John. Yes, I'm born and grew up. Yeah, but. So, Ras Patrick. Sorry for the interruption, but I hope you didn't lose.
No.
You focus, Rastafari. Be the change.
Yeah. So, as I told you before, I present to my student all what is going bad in the world, and particularly I show them that we have example in the world of leaders like here Bob Marley, or Martin Luther King, and many great men. Yeah, and the sentence "Be the change" come from India. It's from Gandhi, who said that to his people, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes.
So not criticize others always, this guy is not good, and this guy is not good, this religion is not good, or this political party is not good. No, we have to, it's important right now to be the change and be united. It's too important to do something.
Yes.
And help the younger. I believe really in the younger people, that they can make a change. They can be a bit leaders, but the example they have around them is about criminality, about bad things they see at TV. It's not a good example. So they can find other way to be the change.
And even economically.
Yeah, economically
they could be better off because they find something to do as leaders, not as followers.
That's true.
And
that's
be the change.
That's the key, because I heard on radio before that we want to find job for the young people or for anybody here in Jamaica, but when I hear that, I'm always thinking that as I told you before, people here are really creative.
Yeah.
They have many abilities. They can do really better than just following looking to a job. They can make their job too by working together to build something. And we have passion on something, and we speak with others. We can be unite, and as we can make a bridge between other countries too.
Yes.
Because I believe on fair trade. If we have bananas or mangoes here, we can buy that here too.
Yes.
And if it's fair trade, it means that if they get good salary for the work here, and we can pay even a bit more, to help people to have a good life too here too. So many projects I heard in IT too. It's really good. As I told you,
we're brilliant people. We are brilliant people. Jamaica is a blessed island, and all the struggles we have been going through, we have survived and make it. And now it's the time. I know it's for the change. We have to be the change now. 2015 forward. We cannot. I know that we cannot continue with it, because what we can, if the ship is sinking, we have to stop it from sinking, and it is sinking fast. So there's lots of things that is being tried and might not have worked the way that we want it to work, so we cannot keep trying the same thing that doesn't work. So this is what I'm appealing to everyone, to be the change. And I love the program. I met this Rastaman, I call him Rastaman because I'm of the heart. See, I met him at IRA FM Marcus Garvey Earth Day celebration, Sunday. See, and it's like we kept passing each other, and there was a connection. I felt the connection, and but the third time I saw you pass each other, I said greetings, and I asked you where you come from, because I saw you stay, me nosy.
And it's somebody who present me to you. The first question he asked me, it was really special. He asked me, what is your mission in Jamaica? Oh, and he tried to to present me to somebody who can help me to accomplish my mission here.
Wicked.
So it's a sign for me.
Because I noticed the gentleman who is a Jamaican looking at me, looking at you, and I know something was happening there. And I think is the connection of be the change. Because I'm all about the change, and I am the change. I feel it. I feel the spirit, like right on top of the hill behind us right there. That's where Sam Sharp lit the first fire.
The first fire?
Fire for freedom, for emancipation, for black people to know that we're not, well, not black people, everybody, because everyone was here under slavery. And that's when he said no more. And he lit the fire right on top of the hill right there for freedom, and that's why he's a hero here. Now, Marcus Garvey is a hero also. And we were celebrating Marcus Garvey.
It's the day we meet each other too.
Yes, exactly.
On that day too.
So I know spiritually we had to speak. We had to come together somehow. You were in IRA FM, I was there. You're from Quebec, Jamaica, and the link is there. Now, your organization, your teaching in school is young people be the change. Very, very powerful.
Very powerful, yes. I believe I'm really blessed to do that job. I'm so lucky because I see that I can make a change in their life. It's not always good timing for my students right now. Sometimes some have fire really faster, but it's like seed I put in them, and one day I know that they will do something to be the change too. But it can go really fast when they're really ready. But they know about some clues, some tools that can make the change too. So it's important to continue that work, and I would like to make that work not only in my school, in other school in Quebec, but with other country too. So we speak a lot. I spent a full day with you. I was looking to what you do as work here. Each time you meet somebody, greeting, and you present you, and that's good. It's you want to make connection with others, and you want to build something. And I saw your way to work as a leader. So I'm proud to meet you. on that project too, and because you know, you spoke on radio, each moment you find that you can do a change or you can put seed somewhere, you do it.
Yes.
I was looking to you. Wow, it's good. You are an example for me too.
Yes.
To see how I can do my work better too.
Yes.
So we always learn from
True.
each other. It's why we have to speak each other and continue that work.
Yeah, man. And I think that's why the Most High brought us together, and to bring others together. It's a great vibes, and man, what's your student body make? Where are people from who make up your student body?
Okay, in Montreal it's really particular. We have people from all over the world. You know, we have a big part from IT. We have Latinos. We have really from everywhere.
Yeah.
So they can speak about the problem they have in their country. They are awake about it's not only on the radio or TV. They know about things that not going well.
Okay.
And they have many ways to think about things. They have their own experience. So each other in the school and the class, we speak together. It's not only me who present the truth. It's them to show me many things.
So you're learning from your students.
Yeah,
as a student learning from you.
I'm so blessed for that because I learn from them too. But in reality, we have people from many religions too, and I try always to make them understanding that it's time to be united. Not think that one religion is better than another, and not think that. Okay. So not think that Muslim is better than Christian or Christian better than Muslim, or thinking that Buddhism is better. Time is really important now. It's too much bad things happen in the world. We have to do the change now and be united.
Yes, and most of the students in your class speak French, or you do English and French?
No, only French. Only French. But they know pretty well English, so it can be easy to make contact with other students here too.
Yes.
It's what I would like to do. It's what I ask you too. If we can make contact between school and build that program, and maybe we can bring them by Skype with them and meet, and we can get some advice from the people, my students who did the program in the past, and they know that it changed a lot of things in their life too.
Yes.
They are more confident about the power they have. They don't wait to get a job, or they can do that job. They believe in themselves.
Yes.
And some people don't have it from their family, because it's sometimes in their roots to be like a slave too. Because school, sometimes I believe that it's a way to learn how to be a slave.
Schools.
Yeah, school.
Yeah.
Because it's not only learning things and to be a good worker. We have to make the school learn to students how to be leaders too.
What Ras Patrick is saying is that schools today teach you how to go work in the hotels. We have an establishment here called Heart Trust, Heart. They train, it's a skills training thing, but when you turn you out, then you can get a job in the hotel. And in Chicago right now, the minimum wage is 1,500 Jamaican dollars. So the equivalent is like five US. It's something like 550 US per hour. And here it's 1,500 a day. So,
and we can think that it's probably less expensive, life is easier here, but the cost is pretty expensive.
And you recognize that too.
I recognize too. So if they have a third of the salary, of Chicago,
Yeah.
it's not enough to
I know.
live really a good life.
And they say in Canada is like 80% of the music I play there have to be Canadian.
80%?
80% of the music played on radio in Canada
No, a lot of American music.
is played.
Yeah.
But there's a
Canada.
law in Canada.
Yeah, minimum,
saying-
like what we have in Montreal, it's a law that we put French music too.
Hi, welcome back, man. Thanks for watching Bob Arts Television. Ras Patrick and I talking about Be the Change. Now, we touched on little how can Jamaica change? What can Jamaica now be the change? What we need to? What you suggest that we do community by community? What you suggest?
The first problem I met when I arrived in Jamaica is to go further than the fear
Yes.
to meet people. Because I heard many things from Canada about Jamaica, that it can be dangerous and all that, but I don't want to believe on that. So I went further on that. But it's not all tourists, all people that will be feeling that it's safe to do work in or meeting people in Jamaica. So we have to go further than that, because when we take time to meet Jamaican, it's amazing all what we can learn. As I met, at the event we met each other.
Yes.
Rastafarian people. They was really full of light,
Yeah.
good smile, and
So
good.
tell us your experience from the day you land up to today you're leaving.
Okay, I passed only 3 weeks here.
Yes.
The first week it was in Negril, really touristic place, and people at each hotel they have security guards to not let vendors go meeting people because they will disturb them and it can be dangerous and all that. So we don't feel safe like when it's like that, because they need security. So we don't want to go too much outside the
Okay.
hotel. You were speaking about that at radio too.
Yeah.
I agree with you for that. So we have to go further than that. And when I meet people inside the island, it's really something else.
So first week in Negril, you're all inclusive. The security at the gate, and you felt claustrophobic. You felt like you were being educated not to go out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And not
So-
only me was thinking that. I was meeting people outside and they were singing the same. Jamaican people were saying, "Oh, don't go there, it's too dangerous. Stay at the
Okay.
hotel, or be with me. I will be your
Guide.
protection, your
Yeah.
guide." You know.
Oh man. So it's
not
further
helping.
it's further pushing the fear that don't come out here.
No.
Don't come out here. And Sunday they had a march in Montego Bay. I didn't support it because it's doing just that. It's the march in Montego Bay was telling the people inside the all-inclusive that we out here trying to stop violence in outside here, so don't come out yet, stay inside. Now Jamaicans now have to be the change, right?
Yeah. If they say people, "Oh, that's true, that is dangerous," it's not helping.
So
But
how can we be the change in that? What do we do now as an experienced man in promoting Be the Change? How can we touch on that point?
meeting people like tourists too, like friend, but true friend. You
Yes.
see, not only thinking that they will buy something from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a travel agency in Chicago, and potential clients who want to come to Jamaica will come to me and say, "Why is the agent down the street saying it's safe inside the all-inclusive?" Subliminally, that is telling you that it is not safe outside the all-inclusive. So, as a Jamaican now, Jamaican is our worst promoter of Jamaica, because you meet a Jamaican in the States, and the first thing you say, the Jamaican will say, if you're trying to sell a trip to a U.S. citizen, the Jamaican standing beside you will say, boy, you don't wear your chain, don't do this, don't do that. So I don't like a Jamaican around me when I'm promoting Jamaica, because they're the first to downtrod their own country. True word. Rooster, Rooster feel it too. So be the change. Let us now say our island is a blessed island, because it is. It's the most beautiful island on earth, and everybody want to come to Jamaica to come and experience it. They sit in the sun while we bleach. Let us be the change. We are not bleaching anymore. We're laying in the sun too. We're doing whatever we want to do in Jamaica, and be the change. Never, never promote Jamaica negatively. If you march in Jamaica, you're marching against violence. No, go to your community and do it small in your community and be the change in your community. Don't go out and let CNN say, hey, even Jamaicans fighting against violence. We should never have violence in Jamaica. So community by community, let us all be the change. This program is called Shout Out.
I want to continue about something.
After
when I see violence around the world. That's true. It's there.
Yeah.
But if we looking only on what's going bad, we'll think that always bad, and we can make a change. It's too hard to make the change.
Yeah.
So we have to begin by ourselves to see beauty around us, to reflect that beauty too.
Yes.
It's important. So if you go to meet people with a smile, it's not.
Smile too.
It's not the same as going and you'll be afraid that what he will do with you and all that.
It's like, man, it's amazing. We have a lot of stores where you have a security guard in the store, and he's always so unpleasant. He's like following you. If it's a Rastaman walk into a store, and you see the security start walk behind the Rastaman, and the screw face, you just want to leave, man. You just want to walk out of there. Walk into the lobby of a hotel and you see the screw face security there. Well, all you have to do is come over and smile and talk, man, walk on and things. Just let's be friendly. Let's be the change. Don't screw face anymore in Jamaica. So you leave the hotel in Negril and you venture out. Tell me more.
I went to Treasure Beach. It's really quite community.
So the trip from Negril to Treasure Beach, how was it? Who you talked to?
I went first to Montego Bay with my daughter, and I took the bus to go to Treasure Beach, Melville, Treasure Beach. And I met a woman, really nice woman, but she was really nice, but she was speaking bad about Rastamans too. But what I met, the Rasta people, I was feeling connection with them, and she said that. But
was that a religious person?
Yes, it was a religious. So I don't like when religious make division. I think religion should make unity between people. Even they are different. It's important. But after my trip to Treasure Beach, I met people really friendly, really open heart, and they was not only for your cash, they was there. If they can win something, it's okay, but with friendship,
That's really how we need to be, man.
It's too fast, respect, and they ask exactly at that moment, oh, can you give me some money? It's too fast. It's not, the connection is not there yet. So we have to build friendship first.
It's like meeting a lady for the first time, and the first thing is, hey, what I go on, and that's how it go, man. Build a relationship. It lasts longer.
And I went to, after that, and I went to Portland Parish and Port Antonio. It was the same too. People was really nice with me every time, and it was. So I saw really something else than what I was feeling in Negril, because it was not all inclusive. inclusive.
Yeah,
So
yeah, more
something-
freedom,
more freedom and all that. So it's another part of Jamaica that we have to learn.
Do you think it's the education they get from tourism? Because, well, Negril was the all-inclusive, the security guards and things. Treasure Beach was more open, and because, well, I can't say it's the training in tourism because Negril is well trained.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
Well trained, I think, not the good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the people who inside the hotels, they are trained properly to keep you safe inside.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But the people outside now who trying to eke out some money.
We have to teach them how to be nice with people too.
Yeah.
Not only no, don't do that, don't do that. It's so how they have to do.
So they need to be the change within themselves first.
Yeah,
and learn how to approach somebody, because like I say, I passed this gentleman 3 times or 4 times before touching base, and look at where it lead us now. We drove all over Jamaica, not all over, where BobArts Television is going to Clarendon. And I went to meet with the operators of the television, the cable company there, drop off equipments and everything so that they can be, this program can be seen there in your community, in Clarendon, Christiana, Mandeville and all those places. And we drove, and we create these vibes. And I learned so much about Be the Change, and I didn't realize that
You was doing that already. I saw
so
that too.
join I. See, yeah man, hey, I want to thank you.
Thank you very much
for
too.
talking to us. Thank you for coming to Jamaica.
We have to keep contact.
Yeah man,
Continue the work.
touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah man, we have to keep contact, and we're gonna keep the vibes going. We're gonna make it. Be the change, and you are yourself. You be the change.
All begin by you.
Yeah man. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Rastafari love. Look, the Rasta people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you can't, if you don't have the dread to be Rasta.
Well, I have some there too.
See, well, I see nothing there. Yeah, but so the Rasta man will say, grow your natty and be proud. Be the change. Be the change. Thanks for watching BobArts Television.
Thank you.
Rastafari.
Good. I think it was good.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Patrice Trudeau from Montreal for BobArts Television. Yeah, I will explain you how Be the Change begin. Okay, I was presenting to my student all what's going bad around the world, and so at the end of that, I tell to my student, okay, you can be the change, but how we can do that? So. The weekend or the week after, I met somebody called, she's Donna De Luca, and we spoke all the night about what we can do to help the student to be the change. And she came to meet my student, and she asked to many of that student what they can do to be the change, what they love to do. And some of them went in front of the class, and she invited them to stand up and do something, and they begin to sing, to dance, and many things. So the energy of the class was so high that they see that, oh, it can be really nice if we do something with that. So some of them was never singing. A guy is called Alex. He was never singing in front of this person. So 2 months after the first time he went in front of the class to sing, he was doing a show in front of 500 persons, So for him, it built confidence in himself. He know that he can do that. Before that, he was shy and all that. So it's that it can go really fast. And after that, if people know that they can be a leader like that, it's not only by singing, in the way he live his life, it changed things too. And many students too make I don't know the word in English, but they explain to my student the years after to other students, that they have to be involved in that project because it will change a lot in their life too. So it's what I believe. The young people can be are the future and can be the leaders, but we have to believe in themselves. It's what we did with Donna. We believe in themselves or what they can do. It's not only for artist people, but everyone, we can find something they can do in that project too. So we just have to listen to them, to be confident that they can make a change too, and it's marvelous what can happen. Thank you.
Ras Patrick.
Yes.
Remember, so this is turn on. You turn that on?
Yes, it's true.
Alright, keep it up as well. After coming to Jamaica now, you finish your trip, you head into the airport.
Yeah.
How you sum it up in 3 minutes, how your time? What did you feel when you first come in or ready to go? What do you feel?
Yes, as I told you, first week after I was in Negril, I was thinking to go back home, and I was not really wanting this kind of trip. But now, at the end of the trip, because I met other person and I met Ras Astor too, and I make good friends too. I saw Rastafarian community, and I saw other way of living, really naturally, and all that. I'm really, I feel that my trip is complete. I saw really beautiful things in Jamaica, and I would like to come back for sure, with good food too, vegetarian food as I love. It's really amazing.
So after surprise, was it a cultural shock, or what was it make you want to leave Jamaica right away?
Because always I have to fear that somebody will be not nice with me and they will violence and all that. It's always what they was presenting to me. But
before you came to Jamaica?
Before, and when I was there too. I heard some Jamaican was saying that too, that it's dangerous here too, but I met in many places around Jamaica. I was feeling really safe, with people really smiling and people really friendly and all that. So it's not true, it's like that. So we have to change that. We have to change that viewing of Jamaica. It's promoting everywhere. Yeah.
So, you're ready, you feel good about Jamaica,
yeah,
and you're ready to come back to Jamaica?
Yeah, I would like to come back for sure.
Alright. Bring the whole team.
Yeah, bring my whole team of Be the Change teams.
Yeah, man.
Maybe with Donna too, and so I keep contact with Ras Astor to build something between Canada and Jamaica. It would be nice.
So I want you to ask Ras Kush.
Vegetarian patties.
Lintel still? No, it's not lintel. This is red peas.
Nice plate.
That's Kush.
Yeah, that's Kush.
Ask him what's in it. Press the button. Press the button.
Okay. So Ras Kush, can you tell me what's inside this plate?
For sure. Here we have a curry tofu.
Okay.
We have a red pea stew over there, and a Vegemite with peas right here. This one is pumpkin, banana, and we have a cup of rice. That is brown rice mixed with bulgur wheat. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it is for you today.
Oh yeah.
Respect, brother. Welcome.
My name is Ras Kush, and we located.
My name is Ras Kush, and I located at 65 Barnett Street, Montego Bay, St. James.
Beautiful. Yeah. I'm gonna eat up some yud. Look more. Soon come back. See, we're there Kush Restaurant on Barney Street in beautiful Montego Bay. We're going to eat. See you blessed.
Sing again. Love is the language we all should speak. Together we're strong and to defy this defeat. Love is the language. Okay, give thanks. You're watching BobArtsTV and this is iWatch. See? Love the language, love the universal stuff. Hope you all love loving you. See? Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. You got to be the change. You can't make nobody change, you know. But you have to be the change. You can't make changes in life. Nobody's gonna make change if they don't want to do it, especially some politicians. But you got to be the change. Identity is for you and I. 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 You're watching BobArtsTV. Thank you very much. iWatch said so. Blessed love.
Yes, my name again is Carlton Samuels, and I'm watching Bob Art Television right from the hip strip. Right? So everybody's supposed to know this man now. And I'm also a Jekyll Tours representative. Right? So you look out for Jekyll Tours when you come to the airport or anywhere. We are ready to take you to your destination. Thank you.
THC affecting the fetus. Now, THC being fat soluble, once ingested, is also able to pass the placenta into and get straight to the baby. Now, remember that THC has effects on neurological functions. Now, the research is showing that mothers who, or women who are pregnant, who smoke or ingest cannabis, what happens is that you have a retardation of the child's growth and development, which is similar to that of what happens during fetal alcohol syndrome. So it's suggested that at this point, that mothers do not smoke or consume cannabis because it will affect the fetus. And even when the child is born, you find the child is hyperactive, has poor concentration, is irritable, shaking. All this has happened because of the high levels of THC within the marijuana, which has affected the child's growth.
Hold on. You must always remember to give attention to the moderator. I'm not chopped liver. I was just going to follow up on a point that my friend made in terms of her presentation before I take two questions, or a question she raised. It's a matter of relative increase in marijuana use. Carl Stone did some seminal work in 1986 or thereabouts, and that has been the basis for all drug studies throughout. Pretty good study, first national study. And if we take that as our baseline, what we have seen in this country is that until about 2 years ago, drug use was increasing, and then it plateaued. In the case of cannabis now, what we're seeing is a reintroduction of the eating and the drinking of the tea. Not so much smoking as a phenomenon, which is of concern because they know that it's being used at the level of our adolescents. And as I explained to you, it's difficult to measure what they're eating. If you have a cookie, you may have a piece, this piece has more than the other, and so on. So, but what is also interesting when you look from Carl's work in 1986 to, I would say 2011, 2014, we had the last drug study, is that the gap between male use and female use is narrowing across all substances. In fact, in the use of inhalants, the women have now exceed the men. So it has turned a lot in terms of how we do prevention work. We had always said the women would be our best ambassadors. Now the thinking has changed and we now have to be doing prevention work among our males and our females. Questions, please.
Right, thank you. Now, let me say it was a really interesting presentation, and I enjoyed it. In fact, I have been following up on these presentations on campus and elsewhere. It seems to be a stimulating topic recently. All right, now the question that I was about to ask.
Before the moderator interrupts.
Yes.
That's my privilege though.
He answered it.
Okay.
As I always ask, yes, marijuana have so many medicinal purposes, but isn't smoking? And as I saw on the screen here, where it said, okay, this was a research done on the mother who smoked it, and it made her more alert, and then also where it affect the child, and don't see the difference between the child who was born from that mother in comparison to another child. No, isn't smoking bad for a lady who is about to give birth or pregnant with a child? Whether it is marijuana.
Midwives, and the midwife would like to take on Ricardo, who is the IT specialist.
Maybe.
Smoking is generally considered to be bad there's a hand up there. You want to answer Paulette or you want one of your colleagues?
Before I come to you, Mrs. Stewart, what?
I'd like you to answer it.
Yes, smoking in general. We do not advise our pregnant women to smoke because of the long-term effects of smoking on the unborn baby, both on the development of the baby. They tend to have smaller babies, low birth weight, and yes, it does crosses the placental barrier, right? That's smoking in general. But as a practicing midwife at the time, the women that actually admit to smoking marijuana alone, in my experience, when you observe these babies over the 24-hour period, you have nothing to say, no signs of withdrawal mercy. You don't see the jitteriness, you don't have them truly. So therefore, I'm wondering if these babies that exhibit the signs are the babies who the mothers admit to having marijuana plus another substance.
Yeah, true.
But with marijuana alone, you'll never find that in my experience. And another thing was, you had the mothers, which you did not bring out, which I'd have loved to see. The mothers who actually admitted to smoking marijuana in labor prior to coming to the hospital. There was a different effect in those mothers compared to mothers who did not smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they tend to be calmer and more relaxed in labor. Yeah. They tend to listen to you more. Actually, although, as you said, it affects the psychomotor, they tend to listen more and tend to follow your instructions.
What about the effect of smoking?
And labor tends to mix them.
Is it smoke bad or comes it become
different?
I have to go put I have to get a gavel and shut down.
And I'd just like to say that one mother responding to an article, she said she's been smoking marijuana for years and she's had children. She says she keeps herself very well informed. And the only research that she respected was the one done in Jamaica. This was an American, by Dreher, because Dreher had selected women who smoked marijuana only. And she said her children are fine, but she would not smoke in the third trimester. That's what the woman said. She would not smoke in the third trimester because of the inhalation. The inhalation, that was her reason. The inhalation might be bad for her baby.
Also, where it was, if she does it in the third trimester and they do the, if they do it in the third trimester and they do the urine packs, it's going to show up and then they'll have social service problem. So that's another reason.
Okay, Paulette, you wanted to do a final comment as we shut down? Okay.
There was a slide earlier that tested adolescence and the reproductive stage, right, or maturation, and it said that for males it reduced sperm count. Has there been any studies done on sperm potency? And if these studies are being held, is there some level of control in what these people are eating while we're testing them?
I'm sorry I'm not able to respond to that, but I'm hoping there is. I'm hoping there is. Can anybody in the audience respond to that? Do you know of any studies being done on men who are
not that drug.
using?
I know of studies on another drug, but not that one.
But not on marijuana. That is why we need to really focus on marijuana. Yes.
One last from...
just a note, I've seen the study and the matter related to low sperm count. The reality though is that when you look at the Rastafarian community,
no spitting it.
They don't suggest that there's a low sperm count in terms of numbers of children. Mark you, that's not probably the only thing. But you know, if you have that story out there and you actually look at it in reality, and you could put an intervention because these men have a lot of children, most of them.
Okay, what a lively discussion and a wonderful high point on which to end our conference. I started at the beginning by saying that our university, University of Technology Jamaica, is doing a lot of work on cannabis sativa. As is the nature of our university, we don't kind of make a hill. We talk a lot about what we're doing. We must get better at that, because we have a story to tell, and if we don't tell it, nobody will. It is what Minister Ferguson said to me the other day. We must start telling our own story. And you have been a delightful audience. There's a lot more happening in terms of cannabis and my university. As I explained to you, I'm the focal point for the work that we do in terms of carrying the UTech cannabis enterprise forward. The next big event will be the establishment of experimental plots on campus, and you will hear more about that in the public space and what that again, how that will advance our project. I want again to thank the organizers for asking us to put together this public forum for my city in Montego Bay. I want to big up my student, who has now become better than me. God is good. Rashid and Paulette, thank you so much. I know you were worried about the presentation. You see how well it went? Beautifully, beautifully done. And it leaves us in a state of confusion, which is what good academic work really does. There are no settled questions in terms of academic work, and that's to be the place so we don't oversell or undersell anything. It was my pleasure being your moderator. I'm going to hand over now to the program folks, and once again thank you for sitting in, and when we come back to Montego Bay again, another forum like that, we hope to see more people in the room. Thank you so much.
go, I Selassie. They go, Marcus Gaviite. It's when leave it right there, so you have to go take it from. Yes, I.
Real good.
You know, so sometimes when I play drum, wipe a message, runs in the drum. Alright. This is the man from the left, young. Golden night. Right now, I want all his fans and all, everyone know that we will not be able to see you today, but you have something special.
Greetings. Give them to all who there. Because all who there will have there. The day I said to the owner when they have to them to there. Hey, you see I and I reap them. Nothing like this. You see I and I reap them. Now have nothing to do with them. Look on them good. If you see I in them, I is in him. So don't take I and him like them and those. Them and those just like to pose. But I and him treading hard and tough. In our name, Brandy Crocus. Nah, look no fight. Nah, look no fuss. I don't care who come last. From who come first. Once in Haile Selassie I the first. Them put them trust. So you say I and I FM. Nothing of them. You say I and I FM. Now have nothing to do with them. And them create them guns and drugs industry. Because is used up by them superstars, and them working for them fame to turn them brothers and sisters in a dub. It's I and Irie FM. Not in a them. You see, I and Irie FM have nothing to do with them. Them still a kill out them youth. Them still a kill them youth, man. Them still a kill the youth. When the youth is the fruit from the seed them sow. The youth is the fruit from the seed them sow. And them sow the seed of man and woman. Man and woman is just in the likeness of God and Goddess. It's about time man and woman rise up from the likeness of God and Goddess. Up! Rise to the fullness of I and I. Haile Selassie, I just watch what them a do, and just listen to what them a say, because the action of these youth is in them DNA. You see,
blessed I
FM, in a them.
I and RFM. Now have nothing to do with them. Third piece of message, man. Hear it for golden. Hear me now. You see, true I know, say, we have the right gospel, the chant. I saw it all said, you know. We want to just say something before we move about the right gospel. When the Rasta gospel a chant, John say, so you can hear King Selassie eyes full of chant. The Rasta man I say, well, King Selassie I say, why Mr. Virgin? He say you can't hitch, now go wrong. The victory is song of His Majesty. I'm power King Selassie. Say King Selassie, is I victory. Says Marcus Garvey, is I am victory. You can hear, yes I am, when Rasta gospel a chant. I am man say, Jaja say, you can hear King Selassie I gospel a chant. The Rasta man I say, what King Selassie I say. What the King say? Tell me the man. He say you can't itch, now go around. There's victory song of His Majesty. I'm para King Selassie. The King Selassie, man, I'm calling Bongo Shine. When he come on stage, no talk. I'm tell him to no talk, man. So him talk. Two. Alright. Make the drum talk, no man. Make the drum talk. So, I have nothing more to say now because what? You see the drums? Make it say the rest. Make it say the rest. Praise him in the morning, praise him in the evening, praise him at noon. Yeah, man.
Candidate, and I'm putting my organization together where we have all candidates for the upcoming election. Why socialism?
Wait a minute. Our socialism comes from our worldview, our philosophy. We know that before we know that they were in a certain state of their identity was in a certain way. But now they were Vikings, Saxons, one of those things. We know that through the process of Europeans enslaving and colonizing our beginnings and genocide of indigenous people, that the European nations were created in order to that is genocide of native people and enslaving Africans. That is that's capitalism. That is before capital. Just presents money, something before money.
That is socialism.
No, that process itself that was before capitalism. Again, capitalism is what Karl Marx called primitive accumulation. And for us, right now, it is really about primitive accumulation is really the foundation of thing. So for us, it's really about overturning the foundation. But this process, our identity will be dispersed, and another identity will be created.
So today, I think people are afraid of the word socialism. People are skeptic today. It's like they see a Rastaman running for prime minister, all of a sudden they get afraid. And a Rastaman gets involved in politics. Wait a minute. You, myself, we have another president, Vincent Ford, possibly because he's a senator. So, you still the time has come for the children of either Scotland follow that manifesto, that, the whole system supported
definitely agree, it's a time when new kind of politics in the guaranteed,
change in the Constitution.
Right. Time for change in the Constitution, time for new kind of politics in the guaranteed. That neo-colonialistic kind of politics that brought us to a certain point where all of us are still cognitive. That's not going,
How can one-on-one get in touch with your organization?
These are checkers on the website is news.com, African People's Socialist Party on Facebook.
And that's in the Bahamas.
And that's in the Bahamas.
And that's all?
That's all Bahamas.
Yeah, well. Blessed Lord, thank you very much for talking to us on BobArtsTV.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to come and talk on my platform, and I'll come and bless out for you. So we're all about independence. We are the change. We cannot be waiting for a change. We are the change. So let's change. Let's change the people. Change the minds of everyone. Be independent. Not going to hold enough more coming. Seeing
We stop from creating impression for each other and talk about Chinese and white people. We our problems. We our problems. And it is getting late. The battlefield is too hot now for you to play. Rasta, wonderful to know see how we are the way forward. Kishima, me soon got the mic, me soon got the mic. And we are the way forward. Don't play with the locks. Big up to all the Rasta man them in the house. The real Rasta man them in the house. I am not afraid to talk. Because I am a chosen. And right now I know that the spirit of His Imperial Majesty and His Excellence, they are smiling down on Emperor Shaliai right now. Because they know that I have a straight connection. And until we can be connected to the Almighty God, no barriers. Don't care how we sing. Don't care how we talk. It's the love for each other. It's the vibration between each other. The natural energies that the Almighty God said that we are have to have. That's the only way. One love, Emperor Shaliai. Please go home and think about what I say. The only way forward for you is love. It's not the singing and the this on the speakers. We have to love each other for the way to go on. One love again from Emperor Shaliai.
Want to someone, while free, little ice for we. Don't need glass to see, keep marine. Yo, little ice represent the youths, let me know. No matter how you say, I love what you say. You're a bigger star records. I fit the youths them. So far, so far. So far, we are so far. So far, so far. So far, we are so far. Too much corruption. Too much pollution. Too much confusion. Who want a solution? Too much corruption. Too much pollution. Too much confusion. Who want a solution? The taxes high, the crime rate high, the food bill, the bus fee, school fee, line bill. Mama can't pay water bill too. Phone bill, just break. And Bob for climb up the hill too. See you with me high, just for try. And look how we can't get apply. Too much corruption. Too much pollution. Too much confusion. Who want a solution? Too much corruption. Too much pollution. Too much confusion. Who want a solution? Because I hear we are suffer, the journey get rougher. We can't buy combi, rice, nor butter. I true we are utter, the youth in a gutter. Don't ever give up, I better we are go for. Love and attention we never get, but I kick on. Acapella.
Maki Conscious coming all the way from Montego Bay.
Someone just lucky, and some not lucky. Oh, yeah. Yes. I just lucky, me not lucky. When me no bust and get big already. I just lucky, me not lucky. Cause I be a big song me sing. I just lucky, me not lucky. When me no bust and win all the Grammy. I just lucky, me not lucky. Cause I be a boom song. Yes. Man disrespect one song reach #1. Man set us the gun up the chart it run. Music out of tune, get bust real soon. Man sing off key, a big hit it be. Some bust with song when no have no lyrics. It look like the business, yeah, is a jinx. Me make me a big song to set the captive free. That me fans have you wonder what happened to me. I just lucky, me not lucky. When me no bust and win all the Grammy. I just lucky, me not lucky. song me sing. I just lucky me not lucky. When me no boss and get big already. I just lucky me not lucky. Cause I be a book, you know verse now. Me link VP, them never hear about me. Jet start when them list me name down too far. Some DJ get songs all now them no play. Yet face like this, them a play every day. They never see me video on some local TV. It look like them a wait for MTV. If I never feel me friends up at Irie FM, I'll know that never hear about me. I just lucky me not lucky. Yeah man, Marcus Garvey thing, next track. Now stay long days no light. Enough respect family, we there again. Be careful what you do. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. What if the poor should become the rich and the rich become the poor? What if the weak should become the strong? The strong become the weak. What if the high should become the low become the high? What if the little that you have right now is given to those who have not? So be careful how you live your life today. You may live to regret it. Pull that again, same time, next track. So that you know, you can't be a king if you're not royal. You can't be a friend if you're not loyal. Asta Black from BobArtsTV, big up yourself. Got to know yourself in this time. Yeah. Hey. Good friends are hard to find. They're like a piece of gold in a sunlight. In front everything is fine, yet they destroy you from behind. Some men they call themselves a king until them gone around doing the wrong thing. Easily led with bad influence, yet they got in good mind and consent. You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a friend and you're not loyal. Can't try to die if you're not legal. You say yourself, you got to know. What I say? You can't be a king and you know. You can't be a friend and you know. You can't try to die if you're not legal. You say yourself, you got to know. Yes. Peace can never taste like corn, even though they grow on the same farm. Peter can never be like Paul, or you expect to be Stephen, you are Tom. You never try to fool a million, yet only to yourself you belong. How could you be in front of Judge's face when you're singing the devil's praise? What I say? You can't be a king and you're not. You can't be a friend and you're not loyal. Can't try to die if you're not legal. You say yourself, you got to know. You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a soldier, you're not loyal. Can't try to die, you're not legal. You say yourself, you got to know. Each man has his purpose. Each man has his style. Each man has his sorrow. Each man has his smile. Each man has a right to live. Each man has a right to survive. One thing I know for sure, everything is for a while. You can't be a king if you're not right. Respect.
Are you feeling irate? Yeah man, enough respect to Oscar Black. Pick up yourself. And all the New York massive, all the Chicago massive, all Jamaica massive, yellow man love for the same. And long distance respect to the people them from IRFM who keep reggae standing in Jamaica. Big up, see? Remember that international respect, see? Watch me. Do you love reggae music? I can't hear you. Do you love reggae music? Okay, this one called Reggae on the Move. Rhythm. Watch me. Everybody jump around the reggae on the move. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump around reggae on the move. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump around reggae music on the move. Everybody jump around reggae on the move. Everybody, and if you love one man, you shout out. You don't sing him out of you. Rhythm. Do you love reggae music? Reggae and the heartbeat of the people. Remember that. Lord of mercy. You know why? Everybody jump around the reggae and the move. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump around reggae and the move. Everybody jump around reggae music and the move. Everybody jump around reggae and the move. Watch it out. If you love Bob Marley, you shout out. You love Ziggy Marley, you ball out. You love Yellow Man, you shout out. You come from Jamaica, you ball out. You live in Chicago, ball out. You love reggae music, you shout out. You love Shamara, ball out. Everybody jump around reggae and the move.
what happened now. My work are gone and also sorry that I have to fit in. Yeah, this is every Friday. That's right, why not? Broadway, food bar, restaurant.
You're watching BobArtsTV. This is Simon Pike.
Greetings, welcome to Bob Arts Television, man. And guess who is in the house? Mackie Conscious. Well gone, brother.
Yes, Astor, respect. Good to be here once again. Long time we don't touch BobArtsTV, but we know you all have a whole heap of things going, and people always want to hear the things, so we come to talk the things.
We go chat out.
Yeah, man,
Chat out. This segment is called Chat Out. Mackie Conscious. Wonderful show at the Dump Up Beach for the Independence.
Oh, yes, man. You know, it is just one of the many wonderful shows that I do.
Yeah.
If you notice on the stage, I say king is never honored in his own country. Because I realize that I am an artist that live in Mobile, come from Montego Bay, like many other artists from Mobile. And what these people, some of these people tend to do, they put you in a package and call them Mobile artists.
Mobile artists.
Then them seem to think that once you're a Mobile artist, you don't get no respect, you're not called for the major events because it's only small people or people who are good from Mobile. But I'm here to tell them that Mackie Conscious is not Mobile artist. I love Mobile, born and grow Mobile, live up Mobile, but I am an international artist. That Mobile make, live on Mobile, born and grow in Mobile, and still love Mobile and will do anything for Mobile. But I am an international recording artist. Check it on iTunes, YouTube, everywhere in the world. Type my name in Google. See if you see Mobile artist. Because I want them take this thing off of the little artists and then put in a little barrel. When them play a song on the radio, them say, yeah, this is Bob Marley. Them don't talk where them come from. Oh, we're gonna play your brand new Barry song, man. Nobody talk where them live. But when them play an artist, once you are from Mobile, you seem to either, I don't think it's big, them bigging you up. Nor bigging up Mobile. You're supposed to be a nobody. You understand me? So them say, yeah, well, this one is from Mackie Conscious, Mobile artist. No, just play Mackie Conscious. Play Barry song, man, and play Bob Marley, and don't call nobody name.
See it.
Because really,
don't you think it's a honor? Okay, you and I is Ghanaians.
Yeah.
We are Montego Bay without apology. We are best people
Yes, man.
in the island because most of the artists them that make it into Kingston, such as the musicians, they always go play with the Barry Salmons. When the baddest drummer
Exactly.
play with Barry Salmon, it's from Montego Bay. Mother
No,
is
you
a
want
crap.
to talk about the drummer that play for Third World.
Ruption come from
Made
here.
in Mobile. The guitarist for Barry Salmon. Most of the musicians,
Goofy,
Robert
the
Angus,
keyboard, Goofy.
all of we come from Mobile.
And I think the reason why Mobile our musicians are so seasoned is because they rehearse every night in the hotel.
Exactly.
They go to work, but it's not like work, it's like rehearsing. And most of the artists, the musicians that play in the hotels, they can't wait to go on the international circuit.
Right.
And is that why you say you're not lucky?
No, let me get back to Mobile thing, because I don't want a misconception.
All right.
With what I'm trying to say.
All right.
I love Mobile, I'm proud of Mobile. I am taking that little connotation out because of the people. Let us say the people who put on the major events.
Promoters.
Yes,
Like,
so to speak.
Like working for the government and so on.
Some of them working, no. Let us say some of those foreign shows come to Montego.
Ah, yes.
Let us say even major festival that come to Mobile. And without apology, Johnny Guzang is my friend.
Yeah. Cornwallis and CMA.
A reggae Sumfest in particular, that is an annual event in Mobile. Some guys from Mobile or some gentlemen get on the event. and you are seeming like a little, what you would call a mobile artist, because you fall into that package. Your name is not on the flyer, your name is not on the commercial, you're not in the TV commercial, and you're put on the show at 9 o'clock to perform. So at the end of that, most people don't even know that you perform on the event. So technically it does nothing for your career. Some of these shows in particular would have been nice if you really want to do something for someone in the area, for your community where your show is being held. You single out an artist who you think is doing good. Let's say Mikey Ranks, and you say, well, alright, I'm going to do Mikey Ranks a favor. Even if you don't want to pay him, put him on your flyer.
Yes.
Do a special promotion around him.
True.
And make him a major icon in the show. Fling him into prime time because you know he's qualified. So everybody come and see him. All the media come and see him.
Yeah.
And by the end of that show, you make a star.
See.
If these people are not making any star, they will always be relying on foreigners for star because we're not making no one local people into stars. And that is what is happening. Some of these shows, I see other shows come to Mobi other than Reggae Sunfest, and not one artist. And I know what I do, but I am not the only one. So when I speak, I'm not speaking for me.
Do you think those are marketed to the foreign market, not really to promote? For example, if they bring in Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
Keith Sweat. It doesn't even make sense they promote it in Jamaica because they promoted it to the foreign market, so the people come down on a tourist package and go to the all-inclusive and then go over to the Aqueduct to watch a Keith Sweat, but not really promoting a Jamaican artist because it's not really a Jamaica show.
But even if it is being done that way, there are some Montegonians who are selected, are paid to do some form of local promotion or organizing the event.
Yes, yes.
These are the people who can say to the people who contracted to do this thing and say some talented people are around here. Give them some money so that at least something left in Mobi for the economy. If it's even for that sake. Give them that little space so they get some international recognition on those international events. Tell me who was on that show from Montego Bay. They come and they saw, they conquer and they left. If people want to do something for Mobi, no matter what, you have to involve the people. If you're not involving the people in what you're doing, you understand me? You're really just going over the people's head and you capitalize on the welfare of the people.
See it. Now, how do we, as people in the entertainment industry here in Montego Bay, as you know, I've been promoting the hip strip to be called the Reggae Walk of Fame. I've been promoting for us to have concerts all the time. I started at the Trelawney Stadium doing Reggae in the Sun. We have 450 people came the first time, and then it was shut down. Now, I see it. After living in Chicago for 27 years doing reggae music, I was the first person to bring reggae to Chicago. And now I see it can happen here because I just went to one of the popular hotels on the Elegant Corridor, going to do some interviews. And the place full. The door is full in there, but you don't see them out the street. And you don't see them coming out to hear reggae music. Now, do you think we need to be lobbying the hotels to let the people go, let them out?
That is one thing I've always been saying, Master. First of all, I do a performance in a hotel as well. But I do a reggae show.
True. Yeah,
I don't get a lot of jobs to do a reggae show in the hotel. Give thanks to the people who hire me. I do a full-fledged reggae show. I bring all the people on the floor, I introduce them to the real reggae music, and even I don't sing only myself. There are songs that we take from foreign and we make them reggae, Jamaicanize it. So we Jamaicanize the thing. But how many people believe in this concept of reggae? How many people? There are many people who hold on to secondary part of the thing, and some of these people don't want to be a part of the beginning. And that is why your thing probably is not lasting as it should, because there are so many people waiting until it gets to a point before they become a part of it.
Yeah, but you know what, I think mostly too the people, the government officials who we vote for to promote our culture is taking on a foreign culture of their own, where so they more foreign mind than like Bob Marley never get honored in his country until he make it abroad.
Well, that is always the case. You know, a friend of mine said to me the other day, there's only one member of parliament is experiencing his position, and it was Roger Clark.
Yeah.
I really had to laugh because it sounds strange. Him said Roger Clark was a farmer.
Yes.
So he knows the pain, the guts of the farmer.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, you
yes,
have a minister of security who is a banker.
Yeah.
You know, he probably never been a part of the police force and don't know the challenge of the police.
True,
The
true,
Minister
true.
of Health is close, he's a dentist.
Yes,
At
yes.
least closer to the medical.
So Roger was ministry in that era that he's experienced.
Right. So all these people who have no experience in them probably have to hire somebody else. So
That's
the
why
passion,
we have a lot of
the passion to do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mostly consultants
Exactly.
run the thing.
So I guess if you want to say that is the negative part of where the government is concerned. But for me right now, I believe that when you go to a foreign country, in order to get a touch and a feel of the country and understand the culture, you have to be where the people are.
Yes, yes.
So I think some of the all-inclusive concept it need to break down a way where some of the tourists start to have a little opportunity to mingle with the people, and probably some of that would solve crime, because guess what? Some of the people will feel like they are more important.
Yes, yes.
Because
They're part of it.
many people who probably commit crime are the ones who, in order to feel important, they have to do something wrong.
Yes.
Because there are some people get involved in crime. As far as I'm concerned, a man have to just feel like him is the dan and him is the bad man because he have a gun.
Yes.
So what do you do in order to probably elevate some of the people? You remove some of the little negative parts. Allow the people to feel special. Make a tourist come out and see people. Make them feel like they are a part of this. People come to see we are Jamaicans. You understand?
Yeah.
But right now, a lot of tourists come to Jamaica and never see road.
Man.
They take a bus and they go to Duns River Fall and they go back. And not only that, there is one Jamaica day in a hotel.
Yeah.
You go to a country.
I know, you have a special Jamaica
You go to
day.
a country,
Holy
you go
smoke.
to Cuba, and it's only one Cuba day. And you are in Cuba.
Yeah.
But today is Cuba day, you play Cuban music and cook Cuba.
They play
So I think the culture really need to open up a little more into push some more real Jamaica into the hotels, or bring the hotels to the people.
Yeah.
Some more things on the hip strip like what used to happen some time ago. We understand the crime situation where people are trying to control, but I'm not sure if the way you're controlling crime is even the right way neither, because if you don't know the cause, you won't know the cure.
Yeah. And because we don't feel a part of, I think that's what it is, the crime derived from because we don't feel a part of. Because you never hear about tourists getting hurt or nothing. There's no as a matter of fact, you hardly see on the news where a Jamaican do anything to a tourist. We love tourism, we respect tourism, we know that it's part of our culture. We invite people to come to our land, we invite people to come to our homes. And right now I think the licensing to invite tourists to come to your house is prohibitive, where it costs so much money. For example, if you want to do community tourism, to bring tourists to your community, first of all, the road bad. The bus drivers now bring them because the road they mash up them thing. And then driving in an area where it's bad roads, the tourism products seem like anybody can stop a bus in a bad road.
Yeah,
and
which
hold
is
up
true.
everybody.
Well, we understand that part, but you see, one of the things, Astor, I always think that some people love crime,
Crime pays.
Yeah. If the country remains full of crime, the all-inclusive hotel will flourish.
Yes.
Because
yes.
the people have to go in there for
and it is set that way. Because
so it make you wonder sometimes.
Most of all, more time like I have a travel agency in Chicago.
Yeah.
Now it's online, and there's like I see white tourists, white potential visitors to Jamaica will leave our agency and come to my agency and say, why they say it is safe inside the all-inclusive? What's wrong with outside? Well, it's a great marketing strategy to say it's safe inside the all-inclusive.
So
that's a tool they use to make it look like.
Well, yeah, you know.
And now connecting the dots.
But if you check it, you know, Astor, I'm a man from Montego Bay. I'm born in Mobile, live in Mobile, grew up in a Mobile. And as much as we hearing all these crime, you never hear that gunman go on a rampage and shoot people downtown, you know. Every single criminal activity that I can remember, if I should say happen or I'm aware of, when you ask what happened, is really intertwined within a particular reason, you know. So technically speaking, Montego Bay is not really a crime area.
No. We're still the friendly city.
Of course.
We're still the friendly
Every
city.
single thing. Check this. If you hear about a man get shot at Granville or Rose Heights or whatever, let's say Rose Heights, you know how much decent people live at Rose Heights?
Yeah, man.
And you might find a man or with a family feud or some man against some man, and that is just between that warring fraction.
Yeah.
But it painted that flanker is the worst place because 5 people alone in a flanker might be at war. Then the next day, 10 might be in Granville or 10 in Greenpan, and it sounds like the whole of Montego Bay broke out in a crime and all of we are criminal. Look how many of us walk the street every day and nobody not doing nothing. Me go through Farm Heights, me go through Rose Heights, me go through flanker, me go through everywhere, me never hear. As a matter of fact, I don't even see nobody hold you up.
You know,
so the thing with crime, with them try to broad brush.
Yeah, man.
Western Jamaica or Montego Bay as a crime zone, and sometimes the newspaper printed how much crime in whichever capital, tourist capital. The thing is not like it is. I remember one time I went to Cayman and when I hear the news and I read about crime, it sounds like you're afraid to come back. And it's when you're in the thing and live in the community and there, check it. Handful of people. Yeah. And it make it look like everybody in a movie is criminal.
Me tell you, man.
Or all of we prone. Every single shooting or whatever you hear, when you hear the police figure it out, it is like a man against a man, 2 man against 2 man. Them youth are too smart to go around go kill people.
No, we're not into that.
The look of youth, them what them blame all the while as criminal. Them smarter than just go around go take gun and kill everybody.
True.